Hello? I think they got me on the laptop volume now.
Is it working?
Not through this.
What's wrong? It was working earlier.
Test.
1, 2, test. Is your machine on?
Yeah.
You check it?
Yeah. Hello? They're getting me on the thing.
Who is?
On the
Test 1, test 2.
is that on? Hello? Not working.
It was working a minute ago.
Now can you hear me? Well, you should be able to hear me right now.
It was working a second ago.
Yeah.
This ain't working.
Yeah, it's not.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you're hearing me on this. Okay, isn't this fun?
I'm restarting. Check 1.
Check 1.
Works now.
Okay. Do we maybe it's these.
The lavalier.
The lavalier has been our downfall.
That'll do it now.
You got something now?
It shows it's working now.
Okay. All right.
I think it's working now.
Yep.
Where's the little poofy heads?
I don't know. You talking about things that go on top of here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't know there was anything in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're back on. Thank y'all for living with us through all the technical difficulties. So check over on somebody by the hot pot. Yeah, we got somebody going. we're still checking.
There's a delay.
Oh, it's not. I'm not worried about a delay.
I mean, it sounds like it working.
We got audio. We're good to go, I think.
Okay, so I think we got audio back. It is now 7:02. 7:03.
And then we've got whole cloves of garlic. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are just flavoring the water, y'all. That's all we want to do. We're going to start flavoring our water. Don't find the cow out there. We got our crawfish boil seasoning pot. We got us a few bay leaves, y'all, so we want to make sure we get a good 3 or 4 bay leaves and all that. And then we're going to take, Rusty, how much of this bag do you think for this half a pot of water? This is a 60 quart pot, y'all. And we got roughly halfway full. Put most of this bag. Let's go on the route I'm going. We're going to put most of this bag. This is Cajun Wholesale Distributing. It's called Swamp Dust. But you can use Zatarans. We've got some Swamp Fire over here. You can use any of them you want. Now, for a little extra salt, tonight our featured product line tonight, LeBlanc's Seasonings, barbecue rubs and seasonings. Tim LeBlanc in Gonzales, Louisiana, has Creole seasoning, barbecue rub. He's got one really cool one called Guns N' Roses that kind of fits our motif really good. He's got a competition barbecue rub, but he does crawfish boil seasonings, shrimp boil seasonings, crab boil seasonings, those kind of things as well. Tim LeBlanc's a great guy, and he does all of this stuff in a shed in his backyard. There ain't much more old story than that. So we're going to add a little more salt. We're going to add some LeBlanc's Creole seasoning to get our salt level up. Now, at this point, y'all, it smells pretty good. We're going to add a little Swamp Fire liquid to it. How much of this you think? Half of it? Dusty is my resident coastal boiling expert. All right, y'all. At this point, it's time for taters. Everything's boiling. Our flavors coming together. We're going to drop a sack of taters. And I don't have my phone on me. What time is it? We probably need at least 10 minutes on our taters, right? Maybe a little bit more, depending on if it's boiling heavy like this, 10 minutes might take care of it. Now you guys can do the same thing with the crawfish. Just make sure your crawfish are cleaned really good. Everything kind of the same. I like crawfish a little spicier, but they seem to soak in more spice than shrimp do. Same process goes. Typical low country balls with shrimp. So The only difference is we got us a few extra goodies. We use every kind of sausage right, but we like Conecuh. Conecuh is about the best you can buy. Comes from Evergreen, Alabama. They make a bunch of different flavors. Fully cooked, it's really, really good. We're going to drop that in more toward the end. And we're going to put it up in some manageable pieces, but we don't want them much small ones to be chasing them around too much. We're going to let those sit there and boil. Meanwhile, we're going to go over and talk to Ashley. We need just a little while to boil. Then we're going to get our shrimp out. And we're cooking some frozen shrimp, y'all. Why? Because it's easy and it's clean. Popping shrimp heads and dealing with all that and fresh shrimp is great if you can get them. But we're not on the coast and we know it. So our friend Jonathan Steenerson at Orthodox Seafood, he hooks us up with good fresh seafood. This is wild caught, really, really freshly frozen. It's excellent shrimp. So we do this every time we can. So we're going to get our taters boiling. Once those get boiled really good, we've got some pineapple. If you didn't put pineapple in it, Dusty swears to me it's incredible. I can't wait to try it tonight. But we got that going. We're going to pop in our shrimp. It's a solid block, and about the time that those shrimp started to break up really good, they're, for the most part, going to be almost done. We're going to drop in our sausage right about the time our shrimp goes in, and then we're going to utilize the corn cobettes. These are frozen corn on the cob, little baby corn on the cobs, and we're going to utilize this to cool down our water. So the idea is you don't want to overcook the shrimp. We're dropping our shrimp in the boiling water, shock it. We're going to give it just a minute to boil, we're going to shut it off, and we're going to drop our temperature immediately. The faster we get our temperature drop down, the shrimp are not going to overcook, and they're going to suck in the seasoning. As you cool that temperature down, that seasoning is going to draw in. And if you draw it down fast enough, the shells are going to separate from the meat, and they're much easier to peel, and they're going to suck in a lot more flavor, and they're not going to overcook. So the process to doing this is dropping your taters, putting your seasoning together, dropping your taters, dropping your sausage, doing your pineapple, getting all this, and then your shrimp are critical. Just don't overcook them, and always do something to shock them. If you don't have enough corn to drop in it, don't be afraid to dump some ice. We've got some on standby just in case we need to shock that water temperature. Don't you like our setup here, our stage? This is old school in the tailgate sector. I'm telling you, we don't get much more old school than this. We're going to let this boil here for a few minutes. Let's see what Ashley's working on over here. He's all tech-tied tonight, and he's all stressed.
I've been trying to make sure this works. At one time they said they could hear you, and then they said they couldn't hear you. We swapped microphones, and it didn't seem to matter either way. So
You guys too far away?
I don't know. Or that pot's pretty loud too, so I don't know if it was picking up that. What was happening?
It seems to be showing it up now.
It's showing. I haven't gotten anybody to. I didn't mean to hide chat. I'm trying to show chat. Okay. We need to.
Guys, bear with us as we get through this. We're going to have this figured out before you know it.
Man, yeah.
This is some technical goodies right here.
All right, so we got. You see our camera over there? That is our. I can hear, but audio is pushed. Like mouth is right on top of the.
It's too much, huh?
Yeah. Let's set that back. It's too much. Mike Brown said that Mark is very distorted. Well, that's not the first time he's heard that.
That ain't the first time, Jack.
So I appreciate y'all bearing with us on that. This is our first time we've used new technology, new GoPro, new. So it's like a headlamp. Just a new way of setting up 2-camera system, and we probably tried to throw too much technology at it at one time. So
But hey, all in.
all in. Yeah. All right. So, where did the term low country?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, from my U.S. geography, low country is the Carolinas,
Okay.
coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina.
And coastal Carolina is known for a few things, and that's seafood, crab, shrimp,
Okay.
Fish, but it's known for their seafood. And when it's in abundance, whenever there's lots of seafood coming in, that's one of the easiest ways to get it cooked off is with a ball.
Yeah.
And that's one of the easiest things when it's in abundance to feed a crowd, just like barbecue in Memphis is pork butts or pork shoulders. It's one of the easiest things that's in
You can
abundance.
feed the masses.
You can feed the masses. So for feeding the masses in the low country on the beach or, close to the coastal Carolina area, there was always crabs and shrimp and fish and all that. And so they would boil it down with spicy seasonings and vegetables and potatoes, and they would add lots of different accoutrements to it
Yeah.
to feed the masses. And depending on what you like, you can add it to the bowl.
Yeah.
Some people like Brussels sprouts and cabbage, and you can add artichoke hearts. You can add sausage, onions, peppers. You can add whatever you want to it. But at the end of the day, you got a low country boil if you got seafood, potatoes, corn, and sausage.
Okay.
And we're gonna do shrimp tonight.
Yeah.
So low country boil is something that up here we typically call a crawfish boil
Yeah.
because we generally cook crawfish during this time of year. This is April and this is crawfish are in season, but it's a low country boil and we're going to stick to tradition. We're going to stick to old school and cook shrimp.
It's gonna be some good eating and a fun time. We got
Absolutely.
our friend Dusty Wally, and he gets our South Mississippi influence on that. And John Dawson is here tonight. Also, I'm not sure where John's from. I know he lives in Memphis, but
West Tennessee.
West Tennessee. That's good enough.
Born and raised on the playground. Whoa, never mind. That's a whole different
genre right there.
That's not even low country or old school or anything. Well, that's a little old school now, I guess. So, but yeah, that low country boil, we got the low country cam over there watching the boiling pot. I hope y'all can hear me fine. But we are having a good time.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do. But we're gonna figure this out. One time, maybe. And
Do you boil very much at the house?
I do. I make me a little shrimp hot tub every once in a while.
Okay.
I like to do the same kind of thing. Cook them crawfish style. I throw some onions and lemon and Creole seasoning, that kind of thing. We're gonna try a little something different tonight. I saw somebody, of course it was on Facebook or YouTube or something. Somebody poached an egg in crawfish water,
Sure.
and so I want to try that. See what we can do with that tonight, and might put it in a little ladle and get some of that crawfish water in there.
I bet you we could just draw some up in a little pot and poach it in a little pot all its own. I got a little old sauce pot.
Let's do it.
It's paint, but we can still cook in it.
That's good. All right. So if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I'm paying attention to this screen down here, but I don't mean to be. I'm trying to look up at the camera, but as long as anybody can hear me and see me and all that. Did you share this on your personal Facebook page?
No, I need to do that.
Because we haven't pulled the food out yet. Let's see who is Mini Pot.
Mini pot would be Candace Hodson or Eric Hodson.
Oh, Mike Brown said Mini Pot. Oh, we could do it in the Mini Pot.
Oh,
we could do the,
Yeah, you could do like a shrimp cocktail, like a little small amount.
but we could poach the egg in the Mini Pot.
Could, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Put the boiling water in there. I think that's what Mike Brown was talking about. So Dusty's over there. We might call this the Dusty Cam.
It's going.
We got it over there? Yeah, you're...
How do I share that? Oh, I see it now.
Share that right there. Oh, yeah, sharing it to your own.
There we go. I did it.
Okay, so you're a little bit distorted. I'm not sure if we're like edging them out.
Hey, so we probably need to reduce
The sound
the sound right here. There's a little way to do it. Right here.
without cutting us completely off.
Yep.
I'm not sure,
Let's see here.
but we are pegging these things out right now.
There we go. There we go. We reduced it a little bit. See, we're down here. We're half decibels.
Oh, okay.
Y'all tell us if that audio is a little bit better. We just reduced.
We reduced input on Mark's mic. Yep, that's what we did, Mike Brown. I hope so.
We reduced them on both of them, really.
We reduced them on both of them. I am a little loud. So
In general.
In general. And so Dusty is not only our boiler watcher, but he is also our hey, does this sound good guy? He goes over there on his phone and says, yeah, we're good now.
Dusty's on the boom.
Dusty is on the he's on the ones and twos. He's on the ones and twos over there. So we're working this out. Everett Barbecue said it sounds good. River City Barbecue said, what's going on?
Low Country Boys, what's going on?
Jack and Ashley, man, we just having a good time.
So this weekend there's a bunch of cooking competitions going on.
Where are you cooking?
I am not.
You're not cooking.
It's April, so if y'all don't know me, in April I like to catch crappie and hunt turkeys. So
Yeah.
I opt out of most every cooking competition I can during the month of April.
You got something a little big going on in May, don't you?
We got Memphis in May coming up, and May. Now next weekend we got a cooking competition here, and so the SCA sanctions a cooking competition here on Saturday the 17th for the Lions Club. There's two state contests. They're also doing a rib and a wing
Yeah.
on Saturday. And then on Sunday we're having Cook's Church right here.
No, we're having Cook's Church both days.
That's right, both days.
Both days.
But it's more especially Sunday since y'all are missing church to come be with us.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to have Cook's Church here. We're going to have 2 steaks on Sunday, and we're going to have a half chicken competition right here at Sweet Swan Mine Distributing by Haiti, Mississippi.
I'm going to tell you, on Sunday, we might be baptizing folks in the wade pool, baby.
We got a little ditch over
We
here.
got a little ditch over here. We're going to be saving people over here.
So at the end of the day, I had to host this contest in April because we had it planned for February.
That was going to be my first cook of the year.
Yep.
And then it got moved because that was the week of the snowstorm, right?
Yep, it's when we had 5 inches of ice out here, and there was just no way we could bring a bunch of people in here just slip and slide around and bang up. It just wasn't a good time, so we moved it. Didn't want to move it in April because, again, I like to be crappie fishing and turkey hunting.
Have you cooked steak this year on SCA?
First day of the year on New Year's in Laurel, Mississippi with Jamie
Down there with
Cooley.
Jamie Cooley.
That's right. So that was all it
It
was.
says, hi from up here in Pennsylvania.
How about that?
Big Jim, you go tell them how them South boys do it up there in Pennsylvania.
Show out.
Big Jim, show out up there for us now. Team Mississippi member right there. My teammate, Big Jim Hudgens. And also his rub is doing real well out there. Big Jim's Steak and More rub
Absolutely. We carry right here.
at Sweet Swine of Mine.
That's right. We have, you guys that don't know, at Sweet Swan Mine Distributing may sound like wholesale only, but we have a full showroom. We have smokers and grills, sauces and rubs from every walk of life, every state in the union just about. You can come in here and pick out what you want. We can show you how to use it, and it's a good place to come hang out. And many times at lunch, there's some good victuals to be had.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt you to show up about 11:30.
And Thursday night's a pretty good option too.
Yeah, Thursday night's getting to be a better option. Around here.
So that's why I'm not cooking, is because I like to save my time to go hunt turkeys and catch crappie. But this weekend looks like it's gonna be a wash. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain out the turkey hunting.
They got the big competition down on the coast at the Shed.
They got lots of teams down there. There's one in Atoka, Tennessee, which is an MBN contest, and they're
MBN and SCA,
right? Together. And then also there's one in Collierville. It's KCBS benefiting Down syndrome.
Oh wow!
And it's at the church. What church is it at, Dusty?
Church of Harvest.
Church of the Harvest.
Okay. So for you barbecue folks, there's some opportunities out there for you this weekend.
Bring your raincoat and your galoshes.
Yeah, bring your slickers. That's at Atoka for the MBN and state competition. Cook you a steak while you out there, and then you got was it Collierville?
Collierville, right?
Collierville, KCBS contest. So you can practice up your chicken thighs and your brisket and all that.
And
you got
whatnot.
all that going. Then throw your hands up at that KCBS contest.
There's a lot of options this weekend. We're staying close to home because we planned on doing other things. But you know what? If it rains out turkey hunt in the morning, I'll more than likely make my way over to Collierville, and there's a lot of buddies from out of town I don't get to see very much. We'll go over there and get to hang out and see them if we're fighting the rain. But hopefully, good luck to any of y'all cooking down at the Shed or at Atoka or out in Collierville this weekend. We're cooking at Sweet Swine of Mine tonight.
Yeah, we are cooking at Sweet Swine of Mine tonight. We got the Low Country Bowl. David Lamy, hey buddy, what's going on? I know you're getting ready to watch the Masters. Well, I guess it started today, didn't it? The Masters started today. Who's the in-house leader? Do we know? Anybody? I didn't pay attention to it today. I was neck deep.
How long are we on our taters, Dusty? About 12 minutes. We need to check one.
We need to go up to the country camp, the local. Or the dusty camp.
Actually, my oldest daughter down in Charleston is watching live.
Awesome.
Let's see. It's still a little hard in the middle. That one's soft. I think by the time everything else is done, it'll be fine. Hey, Ashley, we're finna dump some stuff. What is it, Buck? Connecticut sausage, y'all. We're gonna dump our sausage. Pineapple time. Dusty says this is a time to put pineapple. I've never put pineapple on a shrimp or a crawfish bowl, but I love pineapple and I love crawfish bowl. I can't wait to see. He says this soaks up all the goodie, and it's got lots of spice to it, and the sweet really works out. But that's enough. All right. Woo! Look at them shrimps. Them things are beautiful. I bet those dudes are, they got to be 15 counts somewhere in there, don't you think? When the head-ons? They're going to take a little bit, but we're rolling the ball. We're going to drop a little bit of butter in there, y'all. About a pound or so. And we're going to clear our board off. This looks real scientific because it is. Not. This is the cool thing about it. We only got about 5 pounds of shrimp. We got lots and lots of hot water, so these shrimp are going to cook fairly fast. If you got a small pot, they're probably not going to cook quite as good. I'm going to let these cook a few minutes. I'm going to step away from this noise.
That pot is king
It's a little much, isn't it?
That pot is just pinging that mic out. They said when you walked over there, they couldn't hear me anymore, so I'm not sure about this one. So
They couldn't hear you anymore, huh?
They couldn't hear me anymore. So I don't know.
Both of them show that they're connected.
We'll have to do some tests after this.
We'll figure out how to test this crap.
I know it. We're supposedly buying the best things on the market.
It's like testing when you go to a steak cook-off and say, yeah, I tested. I cooked my test steak.
That's right.
I did it. I practiced. I cooked my test steak.
Yeah.
Jump right on in.
Jump right on in. Both feet. So, I guess I'm cooking. My last cook was Marion, Arkansas. We had a little bit of success over there. Looking for more next weekend here in Bahia. But, man, I'm ready to cook a steak again.
I'm ready to cook steak again. Ready to cook some barbecue. After Memphis in May, I'm going to jump into the barbecue circuit a little bit more, a little deeper.
Yeah.
But not until then. I'm going to save it. There's plenty of time after Memphis in May to do some of that.
You know, Ranger Rob wants me to jump in on some barbecue with
I
him.
guarantee you, he's fired up.
He is fired up. He got a new piece of equipment today, and he is fired up.
Ranger Rob got him a new trailer with an old hickory on it.
Man.
And he's going to be out there on the competition circuit, and he's going to be selling barbecue in his hometown. Well, to start off, probably was to pay for his new rig. But
That's right. That's right. He's going to make it legit.
How much longer do you think, Dusty? Think they're about ready?
River City Barbecue, we are live on YouTube.
They do? Oh, yeah. I bet you they're ready. What's that? Start taking them? They done.
The bigger they are, they can take some time to get that heat.
I believe they cooked, though.
They're cool.
And they're hot, y'all. Woo. But sacrifices must be made. They got a good taste. Okay. I think they're done. Now then. Wow, I can hear myself on a little delay. It's kind of weird. We're going to drop our sweet corn cob bits. These are frozen, y'all. And this is going to shock our temperature. Hopefully get these shrimp from overcooking and drop this temp down.
Okay, hold on just a second.
What you got, Ashley?
I got high volume on this phone.
Woo, look at that garlic. Mama will love me.
All right. So they said when you walked away to the pot that they couldn't hear me anymore. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Somebody had that question. We are on Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing on YouTube, and also Old School with Mark and Ashley on the Facebook page. If you have over there, make sure you like and share and all that kind of stuff. We'll be doing some giveaways on there, so make sure to like. Man, that looks good,
Don't it?
That is low country right there.
Now then,
Let me see if I can get a little closer. With everything.
we kind of knocked the edge off of it with that corn. And we're going to drop a little bit of ice in it now. Just to shock it on down. There we go. Now hopefully this is going to stop our cooking process, and our shrimp are going to soak in that beautiful seasoning that we got in there, and they're going to be easier to peel because they're kind of hard to peel right now.
That smell is awesome.
Isn't that intoxicating?
Man.
See all that goodie that's in there? That's all that onion and celery and everything that we put in there.
Yeah.
And that Kaneka right there.
Yeah. Give me one of them.
You want to hold one of them?
Just half of it. Just whatever.
Ooh. Where's that?
That makes me want some more Red Diamond.
So, there's tons of different ways you can do this. You can do this with a separate pot, but generally, that's a whole lot of doing, having two pots of stuff to deal with. We just found this is the easiest way. Once your seafood is finished cooking, drop you some corn carbettes, drop you some ice, and that'll stop that cooking process. We realized this probably wasn't the best thing from a sound perspective to do because of this dang jet burner, but it is what it is. We are old school. We're not the most technical, but we're going to bring to you real live cooking done the way that we were taught by our moms and dads, grandpas and grandpas.
Somebody said they switched over to Facebook and the sound was much better.
Oh, okay. There's a thing with YouTube maybe then.
Yeah.
I'd mention if you got heads on, going from clear head to a white head, they're finished.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. Dusty had a good point. If you're cooking shrimp with the head-ons, those heads are pretty translucent when they go in. When they turn white, just like when the shrimp turns pink, that's usually a good indication that they're cooked. Uh-oh. Move them up.
Yeah. I'm trying to not cut your head off over here. So, man, we used to do this kind of stuff in college all the time.
Yeah.
Did y'all do that?
It is, and we did a lot of crawfish balls. It's just a gathering type deal. It's a communal deal. People get together and
Feed the masses.
feed the masses. It's an easy way of feeding masses is balling or putting a bunch of pork butts on the barbecue smoker, you know?
Yeah. All right, so while we're waiting, let me see if I can get this on camera. Oh, there we go. The product of the week is LeBlanc seasoning. Now, any of the LeBlanc's items we have over there, if you say that you saw it on Old School with Mark and Ashley, you get 15% off this week of these products from LeBlanc. Also, we're going to be giving away a bottle of a shaker of this tonight. We're going to have a trivia question here in just a little while, and we'll give away. Y'all tune in and make sure you got your chats ready, and we will
You can about touch it without
give
it.
away a shaker of this here in just a little bit.
And this, if you wonder what LeBlanc's Creole is, it's akin to Tony Chachere's, just a little bit better. It's out of Gonzales, Louisiana,
Yeah.
from Kim LeBlanc. He makes a really good barbecue rub called, he makes a purple can that's in that kind of can like that. And he makes Guns N' Roses as well as a competition rub.
Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, Dusty, bring that container over here. Look at this right here. I didn't think about doing this, but boiling the potatoes in the little net.
Yeah, you're not chasing them
How they
around.
came, and so you don't have to scoop them out or chase them. There you go. And that's some old school low country bowl.
That's it right there. We're going to take it and dump
go
it out.
dump it.
Let's do it.
That's the buck cam now. He is. We're gonna get switched over.
Probably should have waited on that so they didn't roll, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get switched out. Oh, lost the fader.
That's the idea, y'all. If you do it in there, don't be premature and cut it out of the bag until you dump it so they don't roll around. That's the benefit.
Let's see if we can get it on screen here. We're gonna turn this camera a little bit.
big of that.
Oh, look at that.
Does that look familiar?
Yeah.
We kind
Now-
of juiced it up a little bit.
All right. So this was how'd you juice it?
I put some Wowee in it.
Okay.
This Wowee is a South Louisiana dipping sauce.
Yeah.
It's kind of like mayonnaise and a little bit of ketchup and that kind of thing. Seasoning.
Now this was originally, and I'll call them out on this. This was Caitlin and Brandon Crane, some of my team Arcasipi members. It was their Arcasipi
Sorry, Buck.
ranch. They used some Arcasipi combo and some Big Jim Legends stuff and made that ranch dressing. It had some good deal in it, and man, it was good.
And when you're old school, you cook with what you got.
Right.
You make the most of what you got. You eat leftovers. You make something new out of it. You don't waste anything. And so we used a little bit of that leftover. We did some Wowee in it. This little container had a little bit of leftover homemade Thousand Island. We did pastrami Rubens in here the other
Okay.
day. And all that just kind of goes together, you know?
Yeah.
Makes a good little dipping sauce. We've got,
Hey, John, cut that light on right there, and let's see if we can brighten this up a little bit.
we have got chili sauce. We got a little,
Oh, get out of town.
a little bit of horseradish. What you got?
You tried this pineapple, dude?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Dude, that's off the chain.
So, if you guys like cocktail sauce, it's real easy. We got a little chili sauce. And we got some horseradish, y'all. And we're going to mix up a little bit of cocktail.
So you use chili sauce instead of ketchup?
You can use ketchup if you like. Ketchup works.
Just a little bit different,
It's
right?
just a little different. It ain't much. It was the first thing I saw when I opened up the store, you know.
I hear you.
But it makes
Makes it give it a little more kick.
darn good. Try that.
All right.
Let's see about this pineapple.
Dude.
Dude, where'd you learn that?
But you
If you,
can't
if you ain't putting pineapple in your low country boil or in your crawfish boil,
Holy crap.
you missing out, son.
That
First
is-
time I seen it right here.
That is legit, man.
I mean,
Those are cooled off some.
I have never seen that. Let's see what, man. Look, we almost cheer these.
Ta-da.
Cheers.
Now they're gonna take a little time before they can peel. They ain't quite give up the shell yet.
Man.
frozen makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, it's a little harder when it's frozen. So I'm gonna try a little cocktail on that side. Got great flavor though.
Yeah. So y'all make sure, here in just a little bit, we're gonna have a trivia question. So y'all make sure to stay on the chat, and we will give away some of this LeBlanc seasoning.
So comeback sauce is kind of a Mississippi thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so. Man, that's good.
That's near about what that is.
It's working on it now.
It's hitting on the comeback sauce.
Worcestershire in there.
Ooh,
You got a little Wilsonshire?
that's a great idea. We got a little sweet Swan of Mine Wilsonshire sauce. I'm gonna jack it up just a little. We might need a little bit right there too.
Yeah. That Wilsonshire don't hurt nothing.
It's good in everything.
Even on your cheese toast. I'm just joking. I had never tried that, but I will.
But I'll tell you one thing, if you hadn't done it, you can take a softened thing, and I haven't got to it yet because I've been squirreling. Softened 8 ounces of cream cheese
Yeah.
and chop you up some green olives and or dill pickles and a little Wilsonshire and use that for like a vegetable dip or a wheat thin dip.
Oh yeah.
It works out.
Yeah, I did that, and put a little steaks for sheepdogs potato seasoning in there.
Ooh,
Well, that veggie dip makes it happen.
corn's right.
Horn's right. When is Wilsonshire going to be back in stock? Somebody said.
Well, our hope is at the end of next week.
In the next week, Mike Edwards. Look how we can pull that comment up on the screen like that.
Pretty nifty.
Isn't that neat?
Woo, that corn's hot.
Man, if Mark says it's hot, I don't know if I can eat it.
Kind of grows on you. By the time you can get through with that cob, you're hot.
You can't leave your fingers dangling bucks down here licking.
Now see, this shrimp is way easier to peel.
Because it sit there a minute.
Just sit there a minute, cool it on off.
Man,
What do you like better, come back or cocktail?
I like a little bit of both, man.
Mm-hmm.
I could switch out for different flavors. But, man. Is Mike Edwards, are you close? You live around here? I'm not sure I know Mike Edwards. You know Mike
The
Edwards?
name sounds real familiar.
It does. Mike Edwards, if you are close, I got 9 bottles of Wilsonshire at Big Muddy Outdoors in Olive Branch. If you come to Big Muddy Outdoors, I'll sell you a bottle of Wilsonshire.
How about them apples? And on our next order, y'all, we ain't gonna run out so fast because hopefully it won't freeze halfway between here.
Now, did we tell everybody the story about what happened to Wilsonshire the first time?
Not everybody knows.
That comeback is good now.
On the first order, y'all, I think we ordered like 40 cases. And it shipped right the day before the snow and ice hit here back in February. And it made it to St. Louis before they shut everything down. And unfortunately, it sat in the trailer at the dock
Yeah.
with the shipping company in St. Louis for a week. And it got down zero here, so you know it got down below that up there.
Yeah.
And half of that order froze and just busted in the trailer. So typically that first order is smaller anyway to make sure that we don't have too much if it's not exactly right on your first order.
Yeah.
But it was right, and we just didn't have enough to make it through until we got our replacement order. However, our next order will have roughly 100 cases on it.
Yeah.
And as soon as it comes in, we're going to put us another order in to make sure we stay on top
Just
of it.
keep overlapping.
We don't want to run out again.
I mean, did you ever know that it would take off like that?
Look, the only reason it does is because people like you, John, Dusty, Joe Wilson, and all of his crew in Northwest Arkansas, everybody out there promoting it. Because Joe is the Wilsonshire inventor,
Yeah.
and he's got a huge group of followers and supporters that help him promote and raise money and awareness for State Sheepdog. So
Yep.
it had a lot to do with all of my friends and supporters and all of Joe Wilson's friends and supporters helping everybody learn about it. So if you don't know about it, you want to order it, but guess what? Everybody in the free Facebook world, it seems like, knew about Wilsonshire, and they were in here looking for it, or they were on Facebook ordering it.
And if you're a fan of Wilsonshire, or hope to be, and you should be, also go to Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing website and get you a Wilsonshire t-shirt, and those proceeds will go towards Steaks for Sheepdogs.
Yep.
So not only will you be getting a fashionable t-shirt with Joe Wilson's face on your back, you'll be helping out Steaks for Sheepdogs and feeding our sheepdogs that help us, that serve us daily and risk their lives and time with their family. So please go buy one of those t-shirts.
Look there.
This is great. All right, let's do a little trivia.
What's that?
I don't know if you heard us or not, but where did the term low country bull originate from? So the first person on the chat that said,
You got that one teed up nice and high,
what?
that question.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Is that easy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want somebody to have some of this LeBlanc Creole seasoning.
Oh, they're going to get it.
So,
That must tee up high for that big driver.
I mean, let the big dog eat. Angela Denton says Louisiana. That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Mark Krigler says Carolina.
True.
That is true. So, Krigler, you will be getting... Uh-oh, did I get some on you?
No,
Krigler, thank you for watching and paying attention. And we will be sending out you some LeBlanc's Creole seasoning.
The sausage godfather.
the sausage whisperer.
The sausage whisperer, Mark
So-
Krigler.
Wilsonshire, you guys just heard came from Joe Wilson, right?
Yeah.
He is the originator and creator of Wilsonshire. If you guys didn't know, the originator and creator of the original formula, if you will, for Sweet Swan of Mine, apple chipotle, and Texas beef was Mark Krigler. He came out with the very first apple chipotle rub I ever had. He came up with a really good steak blend and brought it to me. He goes, same thing Joe Wilson did. He said, I'm not going to do anything with it. He said, why don't you try to develop this the way you like it and add it to your line? So we naturally took the recipe that he had, and then we ordered our ingredients from our co-packer. And then once we got those ingredients from the co-packer, we blended that particular recipe that he had. And those ingredients were a bit different, so it came out different. We had to adjust the ingredients we got from Old World Spices to
Yeah.
make sure that the flavors came out right.
Yeah.
Because it was different intensities, different grinds, all that stuff. So we worked a little bit to perfect that particular flavor profile with those ingredients, and apple chipotle and Texas beef was born. So at the end of the day,
Mike Brown read some Google.
what'd he do?
He said the dish originated in a small low-country fishing community on St. Helena Island named Frogmore, near
Frogmore stew, where that came from.
Beaufort and Hilton Head. It's sometimes called Low Country Boil or Beaufort stew, or it could be Buford stew.
And I've heard it called Frogmore stew.
Is a perfect choice for a relaxed meal for a large crowd. So I think he read that straight from Wikipedia, maybe?
We might have GTS.
Yeah. Mike Edwards, I'm going to tell you, Wilsonshire is perfect for the SCA. I used it last week a couple weeks ago now in Marion.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in my recipe. I had 2 top 10 finishes.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
I used it the last steak cook-off I did in 2020 and got a 4th place. And that was just a beta bottle, if you will, one of the very first samples we got back from our co-packer.
Yeah.
Put a little bit on the top of the steak before it got grilled, and then a little bit in our finished butter, and got a 4th place amongst about 70 teams. That was kind of some of the proving grounds of it right there. Is it just a steak Worcestershire? No. You can use it on there.
Put in some burgers, put in meatloaf.
Everything. I mean,
Anything you would put
stir fry.
anything you would put Lee and Perrins in, try it with Wilsonshire and see if it doesn't kick it up a notch. I promise you it will. Mark Lambert, it is 7:51.
Well, we're about to hit our limit on YouTube and Facebook anyway, but not on shrimp.
No, shrimp. I'm going to get them pineapples again. Guys, it's been fun. I appreciate y'all watching tonight and dealing with us through all our microphone situation. I promise
It's going to get better and better.
we're going to get better and better on this. Thank you, Mike Edwards, for saying congrats. I appreciate that. That was really my first cook of the year. Hold on.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Dusty
that?
Raleigh knew.
Oh, my gosh.
If you hadn't put pineapple on your crawfish boil or your shrimp boil,
You missing something.
gotta do it.
Do it.
So
We didn't get the chance to poach my egg yet.
that's going down.
We're going to do that, and I'll tell you how it is next week.
Old school with Mark and Ashley. Thank y'all for watching and bearing with all of our technical difficulties. It'll get better.
All right.
If you see something that, around that you want to see on Old School, you want to see a topic just talked about, you want to see a dish cooked or anything like that, an ingredient used, man, give us a comment on there. Subscribe to our page. Subscribe to Sweets Run of Mine Distributing's YouTube page. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Man, we fixing to get down with some shrimp and some red diamond. We're going to have us a good time.
And this ain't over, y'all. These taters, we ain't even got into them.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, we've got a good little sack of taters. When this is all said and done, these make a great little shrimp salad.
Yeah.
If you've had a lobster roll, you can make a shrimp roll just the same.
That's right.
These taters, you can make a great little tater salad that's got a seafood flavor. You can mix some corn in it. You can make a hash, a hot hash. You can cook it on the griddle with some eggs.
Cut up that sausage in there.
Cut up the sauce in there. You can make a hash, or you can make a cold salad with the shrimp and the potatoes and the corn, all of that. So this is great leftover food. When you're old school,
I've never had leftovers after boiled some shrimp. I've never had leftovers.
you mean there's extra?
Yeah. What is that? Somebody asked me one time and said, "What do I do with my leftover steak?" I said, "What's leftover steak?"
Oh, what you're talking about.
Never heard of it.
Well, this is for a crowd,
Yeah.
and it's not always easy to know exactly how much to cook.
That's right.
If it's leftover, make a shrimp salad, make a potato salad, make a mock shoe. That's for another episode.
What?
Take this corn off of here and make yourself a skillet, Cajun corn skillet salad. That would be mock shoe.
I got you.
It's
You
going
just
down one of them
you just
days.
taught me something new. All right, man. Y'all have a good week. Check us back next time, Thursday, 6:45, live on Facebook, live on YouTube at Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing and Old School with Mark and Ashley. I don't know who Mike is. He can come on the show too.
That's Mike right there.
That's Mike right there. Yeah. Old School with Mark and Ashley. Y'all check us out. Share, like, do all those things. We'll have some more giveaways. Love God and love people, y'all. Y'all have a good week.
Good night, y'all. Cook for your friends and family.
That's right. Bye.